The next project that we're going to be tackling on the Silver Jeep is trying to get the rust out of these bumpers. While I was driving it around, obviously like rock chips hit the corners and stuff, and so there's a ton of rust up inside the bumpers, so we're going to try and get it out. Well, I have good news and I have bad news. Good news is we got the bumpers open on each end so that I can start dumping the rust out. The bad news is the amount of rust in these things. So I'm going to use an old school trick. I'm going to go get some pea gravel and I'm going to slosh it around inside the bumper, and that'll help break up some of the rust and hopefully get more out. So here I've got my funnel full of pea gravel and we're just going to be putting it right in the bumper. So, and just give it a good shake and hopefully it'll all go down in the bumper. So I got the rocks in and out of the bumper, and as you can see, a little bit of rust did come out with that, but I can still hear stuff clanging around in there. So I'm going to fill it with a little bit of water and try and flush the rest of it out, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to dry it. Okay, so now that we've got the water all drained out and the little bit of rust that did come out stopped the clinking noise, so hopefully that's all of it. Now I'm just going to use this cheap hair dryer that I found at the thrift store to be able to dry this thing fully out to where it doesn't rust anymore. Then after I do that, I'm going to put a coating on the inside of it to prevent further rust and hopefully prolong the life of these bumpers. Stay tuned. So funnily enough, the hair dryer actually fits perfectly onto the end of the bumper. So I just have to let it spray through there, and then while that's drying, I'm going to start working on this bumper, which has the exact same issue, just not as bad. But since I'm already here and doing it, I'm just going to go ahead and do both of them. So keep staying tuned and hopefully we'll get this done pretty quickly. Okay, so I haven't talked about what I'm going to do yet to fill this hole right here. But as you can see right here, what I'm doing is I'm taking one of the like steel pipes that you can get from Lowe's, and we're going to be putting these caps on there. And I think it'll give it like a really nice look once everything is welded up. I think it'll look good, hopefully. And then we'll paint it and everything. But I'm just taking these, I'm cutting them in half, and then I'll tack weld them into the ends of the bumpers and then screw the caps on. So stay tuned for the final product. I'm just about done, so hopefully it won't take too much longer. So as you can see, I have drilled the holes that I'm going to be tack welding through. And then on this side, I've actually already got one tacked. I haven't cleaned it up yet with a grinder, so it'll look kind of like this whenever it's done. We're going to take one of these little caps. I'm going to screw it right on like that. And this is kind of what it's going to look like whenever it's done. So we're going to finish up the rest of them and we'll be right back. Okay, we have everything welded up on the outside looking nice and good. Don't pay attention to the inside, but we did throw some rust inhibiting primer down through there, and so we're gonna kind of like tumble the bumpers, and hopefully that coats the inside of it and kind of prevents more rust buildup. But we'll be back in a second and show you the final product. So we have got these entire things coated with a rust inhibiting primer. As you can see down in there, it is completely covered in this primer. Sadly, this one kind of leaked a little bit, but hopefully it'll still be good and coated in there. So we'll be back in just 1 second with the actual finished product. Stick around. Well, this is the final product. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. As you can see, the caps look pretty alright. I need to do some touch up on them, but they look pretty good. Here's how the rear looks. As you can see, I kind of need some more paint, but overall they look pretty good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I will be fixing this right here. I just didn't have time. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, and like and subscribe so you stay updated on what I do next, or follow if this is on TikTok for you. So see you in the next one.